Hey guys, I'm going to quickly go over the elements of your persuasive commercial analysis that you're going to be doing, and then I'm going to show you how to insert a video into your Google Slides presentation and also how to do the correct MLA citation using Noodle tools. So as the directions have gone over, you need to pick a commercial that clearly demonstrates a persuasive technique, and remember, it needs to be school appropriate. The next thing you need to do is make a Google Slides presentation and name it correctly. Notice that you get 5 points for naming it correctly. So please follow the instructions so that you get your full 5 points. So in order to do that, you go to your Google folder, you make new Google Slides, and your presentation shows up like this. You can pick any theme you want. I'm just going to go with this one for now. In order to name it correctly, you go up here to where it says Untitled Presentation, and when you see when I hover, it even says Rename. So you click on it, you type your last name, and then the persuasive technique being used. And that's all there is to it. And on the front, or the first slide, you type your persuasive technique that's being used in the commercial, and then your name. If you go back to the checklist, your second slide needs to be the slide of your video. So I'm going to add a slide. For me, I'm just going to change the layout to blank because I don't like those boxes in the background. In order to insert your video, you go to Insert, Video. Now, if you get your video from YouTube, which most of you probably will, you can just type it right in there. Otherwise, if you got it from another source, you type in the URL, so the website that you got it from. So since my video, the example that you watched about the man in the ski mask for the Volkswagen Beetle, I'm just going to type in Volkswagen Beetle commercial. All my options show up, and then I see down here, number 3, this is my option. So I click on it, and I click Select. And you can see it shows up right there on the screen, and you can adjust the size to make it bigger, to fit your screen, whatever you want. Now I'll let you know, it won't play when you're in this mode. You can see if I click on it, it just highlights it. If you want to make sure that it's inserted correctly, just click Present, and then you can play, and if you did it the right way, then your commercial will play. Okay, so then your next slide is going to be your CEC paragraphs. All right, so I'll just put that here for now so that you know what yours should look like. And then your last slide should be your works cited. Okay, so you want to title it Works Cited since you're only having one video. It's just one work. So there is a way to cite the YouTube video using Noodle tools. So you're going to want to go to your projects and make a new project. Again, you're going to go to MLA. It's junior. And then your description can just be commercial analysis or whatever you want to name it so that you know where to find it. Okay, so then I go up to bibliography, and here's where I find my options. If you click on the drop-down menu, you can actually go to Video Clip Online, click Create. So here you go. So here we are on the page for your citation. So what you're going to need to do is open up the video itself. So I'm going to go back to YouTube and type in Volkswagen Beetle commercial. And I find my video. And so the first thing I need is the date that this was published. So I can see here it says published on February 18th, 2013. So I'm going to go back and fill in February 18th, 2013. And your access date will be the day that you saw it. So that automatically fills in for you. So the next thing I need to fill in is my URL. I go back to my YouTube, and this time, I'm just copying the YouTube. Remember, you only copy to the dash, or I'm sorry, the slash, and I put that in. The next part, title of video clip. So I go up here, and right now I'm just going to copy this because it's right here for me. So all I have to do is copy, or you can hit Control-C, paste. Okay, the name of the website, well, I got it from YouTube. Okay, the publisher, when I scroll all the way to the bottom, who's paying for this to be here? Well, YouTube. Okay, make sure you're spelling YouTube correctly. And then the author, this is the person that posted it. Okay, doesn't really look like an author much. It's kind of weird. It doesn't have a name, but that is the person who put it up on the site. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. All right, and you can just click no special emphasis for that. So there it is. I have the date I accessed it, meaning the date I watched it. I have when it was published. I have the link. I have the title of it, the sites, and then the author. So it's all done. So I click submit. So now I have my clip. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did for the interview essay. I'm going to click print export, export to Google Doc. Here is my citation. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to paste. And there it is. Everything is perfect. If I click on it, it's Times New Roman. It's size 12 font. So it is exactly the way everything needs to be. All right, when you're done, make sure that you go back and double check your checklist to make sure that you have everything, that you've named it correctly, you have your video, you have the citation, you have your paragraphs, and then that you check for your usage and mechanics, so your spelling. All right, can't wait to watch them.